Hi, I'm Tati, and this is the Stay Home Reading Tag. So this Stay Home Reading Tag is a part of the Stay Home Reading Rush, which is a readathon taking place from April 16th to the 19th. It's sort of like a mini version of the Reading Rush. I'll leave the original tag video linked in the description so you can find out all the info. I am super excited for this readathon, and I'm really excited to do this tag too, so let's get right into the questions. Question 1 is, how is your reading going while staying home? I think my reading is actually going pretty well. I've actually listened to quite a lot of audiobooks, weirdly enough, since having to stay home. I've also been using most of my free time to watch K-dramas though, so. Question 2, where have you been reading at home? Mostly here, in my room, right over here, in my bed. Is where I've mostly been reading. It's where I usually read anyway. Now, I did also create a reading nook in my closet, and I read in there for a read with me video, and that'll be linked if you're interested. And I do listen to audiobooks throughout the house if I'm doing chores or something. Number 3 is the best book you've read during isolation. It's a bit of a tough one. I kind of want to say right now I'm rereading Mansfield Park by Jane Austen. It's one of my favorite Jane Austen books. I'm having a lot of fun rereading it, so I think I want to go with that one. And I'm reading that. I'm actually listening to it as an audiobook, but I'm doing it for the Austen Anonymous read along, so I'll leave that linked in the description as well. Number 4 is, what's your favorite feel-good book? Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. This is one of my favorite contemporary, romance, comfort, reread books. Number 5, book you wish you could buy or borrow from the library. Now, mostly everything I've wanted to read, I have been fortunate enough to be able to rent digitally from my library. But on this topic, when I do make booktube videos, I do prefer to have the physical copy of the book so I can show it off in the video. So that has been a bit of an issue for me, because I either have to use only books I already have with me, like own or had rented from the library before the library is closed, or I have to put up pictures, which is not my favorite thing. It's better than nothing, but I do like to hold the books for my videos and for thumbnails. Number 6 is, author you want to shout out during this time. Ali Carter, because she's one of my favorite authors. She has so many good books, and also her newest book just came out at the beginning of March, so maybe it's not getting as much sort of marketing as it was meant to because of everything that's happened. Her new book, Winterborn Home for Vengeance and Valor, which is a middle grade, I believe. Also, I want to shout out Jenny Han for her awesome Instagram stories. And number 7 is, what is your Reading Rush TBR? Now, I have no idea. There are 4 challenges for this TBR, which I thought originally there were more, but I went on the website and these are the 4, so I'm sticking with this. Number 1 is read a book with a house on the cover. Number 2 is read a book in the same room the whole time, so the book you choose doesn't really matter too much for that one. Number 3 is read a book set somewhere you wish you could go, and number 4 is read a book that will make you smile. So, because I have a limited selection of books, I thought it would be fun for me to, in this video, quickly go through maybe my unread shelves and try to find books to match these prompts. This has castles on it, which I guess count as houses? Maybe? Do you count people live in a castle? It's a house, right? That's a house. Right there. Read a book set somewhere you wish you could go is the next one. My first choice for this is the beach. I don't know if I have many beach books that I have not read though. I know this, Map for It Girls. I've tried reading it before. I haven't gotten through it at all, but this one is like set on a deserted island. So it's a beach. Not exactly where I would like to go. Okay, so after much searching and time wasting, here's what I've come up with. I did decide to try and pick a different book for every challenge, but I might not read them all and I might double up on challenges as I go. Duels and Deception has a house on it. Somewhere You'd Like to Go. Now this one is set in London, so it works for that too. But this one takes place sort of on a whole European tour, which also works for the prompt. So I have this one as well, Royally Lost. One to read in the same room the whole time. I decided to go with manga, Sailor Moon Volume 2, because I think when I started reading them, I only read the first one, I think. So I'm going with manga because it's really quick for me to read. And then the book that will make you smile. I decided to go with a reread, and that's The Darkest Minds. This is not exactly a happy story. However, it's one of my favorite series of all time, and I want to reread it this year so that I can finally read the last book that I've never read. So I think maybe now would be a good time. Maybe the last book I read for the readathon will kick me off rereading the series. So that's my goal. Now the thing is, any one of these in the meantime could make me smile while I'm reading it. I'm pretty sure manga will make me smile because I always find it so funny. But I do have this on the TBR just in case I get to it. I probably won't get to it because it's 4 days and 4 books. I don't know if I'll be able to read that much, but we'll see. And those are the books on my Stay at Home Reading Rush TBR. Well, these are. And those are my answers to the Stay Home reading tag. Let me know in the comments what you're most excited to read during the readathon, and also let me know an author you'd like to shout out. If you like this video, please give it a like. I have new videos every Tuesday and Friday, so subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thanks for watching. Bye. Ooh, that's too close. Back up. Probably all of these are going to be read in the same room the whole time, though.